Hello everybody, I am Charlie Morley, and yes, I am aware I look like Frankie de Jong, and that is thanks to everyone in the United Stand comments telling me this on a continual basis. But in fact, there is one similarity between me and Frankie de Jong, and that is our unbelievable hair. You may have noticed that since I joined the United Stand, my hair has looked even more on point, and that is in fact because Wash and Go have sent me, well, too many bottles of Wash and Go. So before you enjoy this clip, head down into the link in the description, pick yourself up a bottle of Wash and Go today.
Everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Lisandro Martinez has signed for Manchester United. It's official. Manchester United have put it out at 3 p.m. again. It's a £55 million deal all in. That includes the add-ons, so 55 million euros plus another 10 in euros takes it up to 55 million euro, so 55 million pounds. 5-year deal, as we know. It is a little bit weird. I'll go through that in a minute, but it is a bit of a weird one because I'm getting a little bit confused about what's going on with Lisandro Martinez. James Ducker says Man United have reached an agreement with Ajax over Lisandro Martinez. Initial fee, 55 million euros, which is 46.8 million pounds, plus 10 million euros, which is 8.5 million in add-ons to 55.3 million pounds. Solidarity payments on top of that. Second most expensive defender in United's history. 5-year contract plus the option of another year. But where I get confused is, and I want to talk about this signing in a more global sense, in the sense of what actually happens with Lisandro Martinez at Manchester United. Manchester United have put an article out, and it's very brief. Transfer news, agreements reached with Martinez. Manchester United is delighted to announce the club has reached an agreement with Ajax for the transfer of Argentine defender Lisandro Martinez, subject to medical, to players' terms being finalised, and to UK visa requirements. So it's not actually, in the traditional sense, what we've been building up for. I mean, we did this on Friday, so I'm a little bit confused. Fabrizio said done deal so many more times than I've ever heard him, and I don't. He's not done his medical. He's not done his medical, so he's not got his visa. So we've not got any quotes. We've not got him holding up a shirt. So What are United doing putting this out there? We already knew the deal was done. We knew the fee was agreed. I'm a little bit confused. There are no quotes, Gak. No, this is Manchester United now announcing deal done themselves. I don't know whether it's a new media strategy, but this is basically what we did on Friday. The agreement between Ajax and Manchester United and Lisandro Martinez. He's not done his medical. He did his medical yesterday, but it's not been announced officially. We've got no quotes. So does that then mean that they're going to announce tomorrow that the deal is official with the medical? I suppose it's the evolution of the world of football, isn't it? We used to have done deal and then official. We're now getting done deal, official done deal, and then official when the medical's done. Stop overthinking it, says Vera. Well, the reason I'm overthinking it is that because there will be another announcement from Manchester United when they have his interview, I suppose. But look, the positive thing is Manchester United have announced done deal. So that is effectively an official announcement that he has signed for Manchester United. I'm not massively concerned about the fee. I don't know why people are bantering Arsenal for getting Man City's B team when we know Man City's B team easily get top 4 anyway, says Nathan. Don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about a new signing, Nathan. So yeah, I'm very excited about Lisandro Martinez. I think it's a positive signing. The fee is too high, but what you're going to do? I mean, in a broad stroke summary, we're paying too much for Lisandro Martinez, but we've got bigger fish to fry. We still haven't got the right winger. We haven't got De Jong. We've got no midfield. We needed a centre-back. It was meant to be Timber. It's now going to be Lisandro Martinez. United have been absolutely robbed, says Darren. Fair play to Ajax. But we desperately needed a defender, and desperate is the word. When you spend all of May and all of June saying you're not going to do any other business, you're just going to focus on Frankie de Jong, and then you're spending most of July still focusing on Frankie. I mean, United, in their transfer policy, have absolutely mugged themselves off. Because effectively, all through June, they were saying, we're relaxed. We're confident about getting everything. You know, once we get De Jong, everything else will follow. They didn't get De Jong, and then they've had to go and do deals. And clubs like Ajax have said, hold on a minute. You've been messing around with De Jong for the last 2 months. You could have been doing this deal with us a month ago, and we probably would have sold him a bit cheaper. We've sold half our team now. We don't want to sell Lisandro Martinez. So you can pay us 65 million euros, which is what we've done. And it's probably cost us another 20 million euros doing it a month late. So I don't blame Ajax for it. It's got nothing to do with Lisandro Martinez. And ultimately, as fans, we have to critique the player. And when you critique the player, he was Player of the Year in the Eredivisie. He was Ajax's Player of the Year. He's a fantastic player. He ticks a lot of boxes for what we need. We need a left-footed centre-back who can play out from the back, who's intelligent, who's a leader. So it's tick, 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 tick. And in normal circumstances, you would never care about how much we've paid. Apart from the fact we do care how much we've paid because our board has been crap at this sort of thing for 9 years and they have overpaid and they've probably used a big proportion of the budget that if we'd saved 20 million could have gone on somebody else. So we'll find out about that in the future, but I feel it's unfair to sort of get into that when we're talking about a player signing for Manchester United, which is officially been announced 8 minutes ago by Manchester United. They're like a 3 p.m. kickoff. So Gene says it's an amazing signing. We have overpaid. Let's move on from that. We have overpaid. We know that. But that's not his fault. Ajax, well done. United, another embarrassing negotiation because there's no way you should be paying 65 million euros for an Eredivisie player, let alone a centre-back. But whatever he's worth, everybody I've spoken to, the little bits I've watched of him, he's a really exciting player. And the big positive with that is, and nobody's really mentioning this, the big positive with that is, we've seen for the last 3 years, if you spend £80 million on a centre-back and £50 million on a right-back, they get picked. So if you spend £50 million on another centre-back, he ain't going to sit on the bench, is he? You can guarantee Lisandro Martinez is going straight into that United side. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't think that was the case. I mean, I didn't. There's even a clip of me saying it. I thought he would sit on the bench. I thought he would go with Maguire and Varane because Maguire's £80 million and Varane's one of the best centre-backs in the world. And I genuinely thought we would get Lisandro Martinez for about £35 million. And therefore, I thought, well, look, Donny cost us £35 million. He sat on the bench. But I think the positive of spending this much money, and to be fair, Ten Hag was always going to pick Lisandro Martinez from the start. You know, I accept that now in hindsight. But when you spend 65 million euros, sorry, on a player, 55 million pounds when you've paid the add-ons, you're not sitting him on the bench. He's going to go in the team. And you know, some people are going to say he's going to go in at centre-back, he's going to go left-back, he's going to go CDM. We're buying him as a centre-back. And actually, he's more suitable as a centre-back than Timber. We wanted Timber, we didn't get him, so we went for Lisandro Martinez. Pau Torres was mentioned, as we know, but Eric Ten Hag didn't want Pau Torres, he preferred Lisandro Martinez. And he will go straight into the team as a left-sided centre-back. Whether he evolves into something else or whether that works out, we'll have to wait and see. But that is the plan. And actually, he suits the team more than Timber because he is left-footed and Timber's not. Hi, Mark. I thought United increased their offer up front for De Jong so they could pay his wages. Why are we still waiting? Says it's. Well, we're talking about Lisandro at the moment, but I will come back to that in a minute. Mark, we still need at least 7 more signings, my opinion, says Jeffrey Jeff. Mark, we started working on the centre-back early in the window with Timber till Van Gaal screwed it up, says Hamada. Cameron says, I just hope that positivity from the fans on the signing of Martinez pushes the owners to go out and get De Jong done and back the manager with players he wants, says Cameron. Probably won't happen, but here's to hoping. I'm hoping for that too. Cameron, welcome to the Members Club as well, thank you. Do you think he's being signed to play alongside Maguire? Sorry if he's captain, he won't bench him, although he definitely should, says Aram. Our best, look, breaking news, clip it up and do what you like. Our best centre-back pairing in that club now is Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane is one of the best centre-backs in the world. I don't care what anybody says. It's injury that undermined his season last year. He is still one of the best centre-backs in the world. And Lisandro Martinez is better than any other centre-back we've got left-sided because he's left-footed and he knows how to play in the Ten Hag system. Our best centre-back pairing is Varane and Martinez. But I, like many people, don't think we'll see it because he may drop Varane for Maguire, which sounds amazing. But more importantly, I don't think Varane's going to be fit much. So I think Maguire and Lisandro Martinez will probably play more games simply because, and I've said this consistently, I think